New reaction. This series keeps going on, despite all odds. Despite all odds. Despite all odds. Could be loads in the chat. We need some mods. We need some mods. We need some mods. They thought I'd back away. Well, no dice, folks. Well, no dice, folks. Well, no dice, folks. Someone's bound to repeat that it's all jokes. That it's all jokes. That it's all jokes. It seems that I'm not free. It's a tragedy. The show now a quadrilogy. We're saying no, please no, please no, please no. We're saying no, please no, please no, please no. It seems that I'm not free. It's a tragedy. The show's now a quadrilogy. We're saying no, please no, please no, please no. You are now subject to another episode of Well, it seems like scheduling the stream less than an hour before it was supposed to start seems to have done the trick. No prior announcements on the After server, it seems, and also probably because Josh just randomly sent me this, I thought it was new, and I only found out thanks to thanks to Bon in the chat right now that there actually are 4 parts to this rather than the 3 that I imagined. So I don't know. Fortunately, quadrilogy rhymes with trilogy, so it wasn't a too difficult conversion, but there you have it. So yes, so today we're going to look at, I guess, the not new, but newly sent to me, Straight in an All-Gay School, Part 3, which is just referred to, I think, as LGBTs versus straights, because I guess we've done away with the idea of, okay, so the all-gay school was the first episode, then the straight orphanage was the second one, so now the titles are not, in fact, location-based. So yeah, this series has definitely been a tumultuous one, both behind the scenes and in front of them. In front of them because clearly, despite it being made in satire, the first episode did not go down well with several members of the LGBTQ+ community that guest VC'd on the video itself. And the second episode didn't go down with fans of the series, but review-wise, I mean. But actually was surprisingly a better, commentary piece than I think it was intending to be, if you ignore the fact that they equated African-American vernacular English with gay talk, which it isn't. So, been out for a month. Oh, well. I mean, they'll probably find this eventually, but yeah, I guess that does mean that in a week's time we come back to this again. So, yeah. I watched Avatar Fire and Ash today, and I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, well, I've got there's a new combination of Toonami Abridged Sailor Moon on Team 4-Star. They've done a full moon version. Hey, we'll do that as the next thing. Nope. This is what I'm following up Avatar Fire and Ash with, so this is going to be interesting. Hold on, so the 4th isn't out. Oh, well, then it is still a trilogy then. What? What were you trying to say then? Like, you said I guess you mean like it's an intended 4-part, like they're going to make another one? I mean, that's fine, I guess, but, for now, guess what? I'd have to change the title then. That's perfect. That worked out in my favor. Eventual quadruple threat, yes, very much so. Also welcome Quadzy, who's here joining us potentially for the first time in 2 years on Gacha Review. This may or may not be the ideal video for you to return to, but I guess we'll see going from here. So let's take a look at the, as of now, latest installment in the eventual quadrilogy of Straight in All-Gay School. Without further ado, On with the review. Well, oh, hold on a second. Wait. Didn't know that was going to be on for such a short time. Okay. Warning. Warning. 2018 style OCs. Gacha logic. Curse words. This is a joke. Remember, everyone, this is a joke, therefore is free from all criticism. Awful voice acting, which we're acknowledging now so it doesn't get commented on later. And then flashy lights and blood. Okay, hopefully the reverb turned back down again, because I keep forgetting that that dial is very finicky, so yes. Jokes are meant to be funny. Well, I guess in that case, they hit it on the nail. These videos are indeed meant to be funny. So, okay, now for real, let's continue.
If you haven't watched the previous 2 parts, I recommend you watch those first.
Okay.
It's like a reverse Birdman announcement there. I love that. Anyway, biggest one is that this is the creator's least favorite episode. I mean, okay, that's on one hand kind of interesting to think about, because again, one thing that happens a lot with the Alpha Sisters, again, I've watched a few more videos of theirs than I've reviewed, and so on some of them there are a couple of like announcements, and history repeated itself in this sense, where I think they're both made by Jessie Cat. Again, someone correct me if I'm wrong about this, but Jessie Cat made 2 separate videos, one referring to the political rival series, and another one referring to the COVID versus monkeypox series. Both of which were, at the times of their release, the most popular things that had happened to the channel, or the most popular ongoing series, at least. I'm not sure if this was out yet, this series, but, then it quickly eclipsed everything. It does seem like every time that a new series gets massively much more popular than the last one on the Alpha Sisters channel, it then, the view base of said series demand only that series be released, and not the other ones that are being worked on at the same time. So it's entirely possible that this video was made under protest. Because like I said in the description, both videos tend to had a sense of finality to them, with the exception of, like the one-off gag that suggests, a future point of, being in an orphanage in the first one. So yeah, that's so it's possible that it's happening again. And if so, then yeah, once again, I do feel very sorry for them having to put up with that kind of idea. If not, it could also just be this episode didn't turn out to be the same way the other ones did, and it didn't come out as, I guess, as intended by the artist. Then again, the artist normally intends for them to be jam-packed with jokes, left, right, and center that derail the plot entirely. Akin to a Wiz Gaming video or an Alpha Male Rizzler that we've watched before. So maybe being the least favorite episode might be for the best in front of the scenes. Behind the scenes, a different story. Again, there's always 2 sides to that with Alpha Sister stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess we'll see where this goes.
But when is this war gonna start?
Oh, one other thing also, that rainbow was mentioned in part 2, where Stacey didn't have that at the end of the episode because they were too lazy to edit it on constantly. But now she's starting with it on, so I guess it's gonna continue. And then we have the surviving members of part 1 as well.
Why is this trainee still hanging out with us?
Well, you guys are my only friends.
Understandable.
Is that some kind of joke?
Jeez.
You bring out the Wiz game, which is gone. I think you did. I keep forgetting, but you keep reminding me, so that's a good thing.
Can this day get any worse?
Listen up, gays. Us straighties have had enough of your bullshit, treating us like shit, so I declare war on you.
One person declares a war. I have no political standing whatsoever, but I'm going to declare war regardless. I, for some reason, broke into the news. I have 20 seconds before security arrives, so good luck out there, I guess.
So, through Gacha logic or whatever, let the war start.
Oh, that's right. They did warn us. They warned us of the Gacha logic. Well, I guess they warned us, therefore I can't complain. Oh well.
Okay, you're meant to turn off the fan.
It's starting.
I do appreciate at least the rainbow-colored buildings on the exterior. We don't get many exterior shots, actually, so, you know. You have Johnny's UWA episode with the Queen yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned Emperor Caligula in real life declaring war on the sea as a comparison. I mean, I will say, you know, one explosion can do that much damage, particularly a nuclear one. That's why, you know, that's why this such a dangerous concept that should never be tampered with. But I wonder where that character got access to it, and I'm guessing the answer is gacha logic. Oh well. Also, real people jump scare. Yeah, another channel that's you know another series that's gone completely is just is Viara. So, you know. Well, Viara's Sapphire Wings. Viara, the channel, is still there.
Okay, well, good luck. If you see a girl with black veins, do not come near her. And if you do...
I'm guessing visible black veins, like corrupted veins, not necessarily like, you have to figure out if someone's bleeding and their blood is literally black in order to figure it out. I guess.
I'll step in.
Okay, is that saying that all the characters from the previous episodes are blown up? Are we being Alien 3'd right now? Did we get put into Alien 3?
Well then, let's...
Okay, good, they're not. Alright, fine. They just, I guess explosions provide one with protective gear. I guess. What on earth is Lena wearing on her eyes? That is not going to provide any tactical advantage whatsoever.
On this war and kill the straighties.
Let me quickly put on this eye patch Michelle gave me.
I guess that's one way of hiding the rainbow. So you don't have to keep editing it. That being said, I guess that my issue with it in part 1 was because it wasn't keyframed properly, so it was edited on, and you could see where like the walking cycle, it wasn't moving accordingly. A very difficult thing to do, actually. Well, not difficult, but tedious. It's a simple process, but it takes a long time. And I guess in this time it's been entirely in screenshots, but the eye has been, the rainbow's been angled appropriately. So I guess to avoid any other future stuff, maybe Stacey will start moving around a bit more. I suppose. All right then. You want to have your soul ace and descend? Well, if you want to have your soul ace, then you're in the right place. This is the video to embrace. All right, come on in and state your case. There we go.
Earlier to hide the fact I'm a straight ally. And now let's attempt to stop this war and find Straight Trick and the 4 other straighties I forgot the names of.
I guess it's interesting because we have pointed out in the past that there's been mostly animosity on the side of the gay people towards the straight people because it's kind of like reversed with real life. That was like the commentary in episode 2, or part 2, I should say. But the fact that that someone has to have a rainbow to symbolize that they're an ally suggests that it goes both ways in a way that I hadn't really considered in the past, because I guess the allyship wasn't stated because the rainbow was just missing from part 2. Anyways, hi Vin.
Hello. I just want to talk about war stuff. I like war stuff. I'm here to complain about every illogical fallacy in this war because I feel like it.
I mean, sure. I feel like I probably covered the way it was declared, but aside from that, anything else?
Yeah, the declaration was horrendous. I mean, gacha logic, but like...
Yeah.
Not even everybody's going to witness that on TV, because think about, like, on a nationwide scale, unless you're somehow able to actively hack into a broadcast and cause an emergency report, that would just be impractical.
Unless the war is just city-based, in which case they won. They nuked it. It's
Yeah.
done. War's over.
There's just no more city. War's done. Y'all did it. Good job.
Yeah, everyone go
Congratulations.
home. Wait, you can't. Your home's blown up.
Yeah. Just get a new one.
I guess.
Hold up, wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just reminding us of the larger Alpha Sisters cinematic universe.
Ah.
Which I will say, this series takes place very early on in the lore of Alpha Sisters. Like at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, everything else, Bunny Wunny Tales, stems on after this, apparently. Must I be the first person to say Gacha cannot be excused for lazy writing? No, that was me in 2019. But yes, you can repeat it today.
I've given up on logic, but you know.
An original movie.
Ow.
With strobe lighting, yes. I think that was one of the warnings before.
It was. Light. This is so helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even care. We will burn on the stage. Left to the right, we will make you
I can, even though Gale isn't on screen right now, I can still hear his ear-piercing screech.
Yeah.
Why?
Why are we
Put your
doing this?
hands in the air. Let me
Actually, wait, Gale might be on screen just, like, blocked by everyone because he's so short.
see you bounce to the left.
Not right.
What is this?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, one thing I liked and one thing I didn't like about that. One thing that I liked about that was, you know, I mean, because the Alpha Sisters tend to voice all their own characters, most of the time. In fact, they've famously said that, you know, that handling other voice actors was more tedious for them as much than it was worth. That's why they keep doing, like, the voice modulations. It works to their advantage when they do musical numbers like that because they don't have to coordinate everyone and make them all sound in time with each other. And get them musically coordinated, because trust me, I've directed enough voice actors, a lot of them lack a sense of rhythm, I guess, let's say, unless, you know, given proper prep time and also extra instruction. So that in that area, at least, they cover themselves, they can get away with doing musical numbers like that. Unfortunately, it comes at the expense of our ears and sanity,
yeah.
Because the way they do the voice modulation is so annoying anyway that it just doesn't help their case. So
I feel very bad for headphone users right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm better. I don't have headphones. I got the surround sound and stuff. So it all just comes from the iPad, which does it still do the stupid thing? Yes, it does. Okay, but Jacob, how's the headphones going for you, buddy?
I mean, the volume's low enough that I'm surviving.
It still hurts without the headphones, but
yeah, this is also the other thing that they do is so they can use like existing instrumentals without getting DMCA'd. They just, you know, modulate it to the point where it's barely recognizable. Which also doesn't help their case, but they still use the parodies of it.
They somehow got it. Sounds like the harshest industrial music that I've heard in years.
Played with industrial construction equipment rather than instruments.
I don't even care. We will burn on the stage. Left to the right, we gon' make it end.
Okay,
and now
actually,
all the voices are just blending.
Yeah, there's only 3 people singing right now, I guess. So maybe I have to rescind my compliment from earlier.
Hands in the air, let me see you bounce.
To the
Oh, there's Gale. Okay, no, he was just off on the extreme, so the camera didn't see him.
left.
Honestly, that's fair. You know, we're not fond of Gale on this channel. Also, forgot he is canonically a cannibal.
He's canonically a what?
Yeah, he's a cannibal, but he only eats straight meat, so no one prosecutes him.
No, I couldn't hear you over the music, man.
Oh, well, there you go. Now you know.
Okay, time to find the person who was on the news.
Oh, look, it's like the Secrets of the Plex edit of the wall for the thumbnails.
Where do I even start looking though without getting attacked? Well, let's get this started.
Oh, I guess there's the black veins.
Oh, yep.
What the hell is this shit?
I do love how like some words are censored and abbreviated, but others aren't. You know,
Is it like
the subtitles being in
character-dependent
text talk
censoring?
doesn't help in this case, but yeah.
You know, is it like character-dependent censoring, or do they just drop it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on.
I will say I know their recording process, so the screenshots and the subtitles are written first, and then the voice actors are not directed, even if they end up either ad-libbing or messing up lines.
Oh my god, the straighties! What happened to them? I'm guessing people who are only straight are getting affected, which explains why I, a straight ally, am safe.
Well, you haven't been attacked yet, so we don't know if you're going to be safe or not. If anything, actually, you know what? I just realized hiding your eye, if as a straight ally, like are straight allies like I guess exempt from the war? Are they not targeted? I guess there's no
They're
confirmation.
like
of this yet,
Switzerland. They're like Switzerland in World War II. They're just neutral.
Yeah, like well, if they're not targeted, then actually no. Speaking of Switzerland, I got to show you a video series I found recently. After
Oh
this.
god.
I'm
a big fan of Switzerland, so don't ruin this for me. I love Switzerland.
It's fine. It's not exclusively about Switzerland. I don't know if you've heard of the Unknown Superhero series by I Am Mobo.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. If you've already seen it, then yeah, fair enough. I was thinking of Captain Switzerland from that.
Yeah, Captain Switzerland.
Yeah. Honestly, not the worst idea for a hero in general.
I should follow them. They might lead me to whoever started this.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. If straight allies are in fact exempt from this, then actually wearing the eye patch makes her more of a target than less, which was the motivation of putting it on in the first place. Further pointing out that eye patches are useless in this world. Anyway.
Well, also, you don't know if it could also be the LGBTQ pluses see all the straight and they attack you, but the straight people zone out the eye, so they still attack you.
Maybe that's a possibility. I guess it is when you put it that way, the reverse of the first episode where she spray painted herself to look bi. So I guess we'd see the reverse of that. You know what? Yeah. Fair enough.
So, because just basically, they're all going based off visual indication whether they need to attack the person or not. So it does make sense to actually hide the eye.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, something I like, something I don't like. I really appreciate clouding the screen with this many people. In fact, actually, this definitely beats my record of 15 characters on screen at any given moment. I will, however, acknowledge that a lot of them are copy-pasted. This is obviously a very common animation technique anyway, because if you see like crowds in a lot of animated films, they tend to be copy-pasted from, just like in different parts of the area. In some cases, like Food Fight is more obvious when they put 3 characters with the exact same idle animation and exact same mold design next to each other. Then it doesn't work, but normally if you spread them out, it's okay.
Besides, you can only see like the actual like hair slash hat up. So technically, you could get away with saying, well, some of them might just be wearing the same attire or have the same hairdo, but.
Yeah, which and also we don't have to bother with them being eyeless freaks for no reason as well.
They're just freaks.
Well, they're freaks again. Freaks in general.
Straighties, you suffered for far too long, but now it's your turn to fight back.
After this video's over, I'm gonna go back and count them. That might be a new
Listen, kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Let the professionals handle this.
Yeah, and more importantly, we're gay. They're so dead.
Oh, they're goners.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you see like 2 overconfident characters like this, then yeah.
In the name of.
Also, one of them has been a canonically incompetent police officer for the entire series.
Or whatever.
It's 2 pistols versus magic. I wonder. Well, and Knife Man. I wonder what Knife Man's gonna do. Yeah, their heads are gone. Nah, their heads are gone. Yep.
You're correct. That's the first Oracle Powers moment here.
Shit, that must be the girl Michelle warned me about. Okay, anyways, as I was saying...
Oh, they're also dead. These guys are also dead.
I'm guessing that...
After this intro, they're just gonna die.
Yeah. You're making up for lost time, aren't you?
Yeah.
You've been saving all this energy to, just to
Well,
channel
it
out.
makes,
Yeah.
well, like, you sort of begin to figure out how these people logically create their shows. And they do stuff like this.
Yeah. Surprise attack! There you go.
Thank you, surprise attack!
Any more interruptions or?
That's a pretty good interruption.
Oh, I was just leaving.
Why did you stand up? You didn't need to do that.
Well, they heard the... They're not... Watch them just...
Just shove in the nurse oracle. Yeah, that is very true. I had possibly my greatest oracle moment like 2 reviews ago.
What'd you do?
Well, I made an off. Well, among other things, I made like an offhand joke. I made it a running gag that this one character was training up to be a nurse, and then that exact thing happening was revealed like towards the end. After I made the joke like 3 separate times.
Oh my god, I need to get out of here. They're gonna kill me.
They're not gonna kill you. They're gonna just stand there and stare at you.
A safe place to keep hidden. This is the end of.
Yeah, so this would also have been another place where the rainbow would have been. Well, the rainbow would have been hard to edit, but I realize now her eyes are closed. It wouldn't have mattered. So forget I said that.
But like, notice
I'll
how they're
keep
just
an eye-
standing there. They don't care.
And
as of right
her,
now.
we need her for later. Now, Straighty,
Why? Main character energy?
is go
Yes,
attack,
exactly.
You need her specifically.
attack the
Well,
gays.
they need the A straight. Dang, look in the background. Holy damn.
Also, yeah,
they probably
solid
just need A
military
straight
plan
out.
there, by the way. Great military strategy. Straighties, go attack the gays. Fantastic. I can see why you're a commanding officer in the military. Yep.
I'm out of
They
breath.
have magic. That's all they need.
Straighty!
Yeah, even I saw that one coming.
Headshot.
Yeah.
I guess you could say we slayed
We
them.
just one-shotting people
Massifons?
now? Dang, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, Stefan's still alive.
Slay.
Stefan
What
was heavily brainwashed and traumatized last
No,
episode.
I
He seems to
remember.
be-
I
He
remember.
seems to be doing better this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daisy. You need to get out here and find a safe place.
Oh! What do you mean? I can't just leave you here. You're hurt.
What did they catch?
Leave him.
I wasn't hurt a second ago.
Leave
Just
him.
Fine till now.
Leave your man, bro.
Mm-hmm. What did the ketchup say to the mustard? Knowing the lingo of this series is going to be something about being lost in the sauce.
Say to the mustard.
Catch up.
Quickly.
That's just ketchup again! Again, this is all meant to be jokes!
Oh, yeah.
Quickly, get in our van.
Don't worry, Straight Trick.
Is
I'll
that
save
a
you.
free
Even if
candy
it's the
man?
It might be, but also it might just crash in at the second later.
last thing I'll do.
No, you saw in the back.
I'll
You saw in the
driving
back
away.
of the van. It went FR in blood. It's definitely a free candy van. Yep.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. But also written in blood, so someone vandalized that during the war. Someone took the time to vandalize that
Yeah.
van during the war.
Okay, so 3 characters. Are we gonna get a triplet dynamic and they're all gonna sync? I'm thinking like
I mean,
Boss Baby 2. Like where all the triplets talk at the exact same time.
Actually, you know what? If there is a series that can pull that off, it would probably be Alpha Sisters. Something.
Why does it say free candy on your van?
That was before the war.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
I think that's
I'll
full.
set that down.
Yes,
Again, you are
Bond,
bringing
please
up
start a
lost
kill
time.
count, please.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
Please.
starting it now is probably you're gonna have to backtrack significantly. You know. There's
Yeah,
like
count
5
count
in the
all
Megaforce
the
alone.
deaths in the big explosion at the beginning, please.
Yeah, pull a map pattern, estimate the population of the city to establish the final kill counts.
Yeah. Well, that'd be more
And
dead
evacuate.
people,
People to our safe base.
Is that like your thing? Talking in sync?
Yes, because we're triplets. We are Devin, Deer.
Deliver deer.
Desra Deer.
Yeah, that's also this is a thing that happens a lot where like the characters are just in Alpha Sisters are named after the species, like their last name is always the
Yeah.
species. So yeah,
And together we are the Devin
triplets.
I think they lost their rhythm.
Yeah.
in that line.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Me when the triplet dynamic fails horrendously.
Yeah, I think probably that they're doing the unison thing a little bit too much, because normally with twins and or triplets, it's usually, they speak in unison for like, a couple of words, maybe a sentence here and there, not like their entire dialogue, because otherwise it gets repetitive. Unless they're like, was it like Shanda and Shinda from Star Versus, where but they only ever have short lines anyway, so it works for them.
Yeah.
Right.
And
How come you're straight and not under control?
Oh,
Yeah, no, they're completely off base by now.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say the Alpha Sisters don't direct their voice actors. And I know that for certain now. I had my suspicions before, but I've had experience with them now.
And the amount of confidence you had in saying that they could pull this off.
Well, yeah, the Alpha Sisters in general can pull this off. It's just that, if it had been like one person voicing all of them, then yes. That's how I would have imagined they'd just been like do like the voice modulator thing again.
Yeah.
But oh well.
no idea. Lucky me, I guess.
So, where's the safe base?
It's here.
Holy drive.
Yeah,
How
even
is it
too
snowing now?
A different climate, I guess. They drove
Nuclear wasteland to snow. What
They drove for a long time.
They drove for around 1/5 of a real conversation.
They reached the border of the radiation.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think radiation has a border.
Well, I mean, at some point it does like peter out, right?
Like, think about that map from beforehand, like with all the areas. Now they drove across the ocean, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where?
They set in Canada. Okay, they drove across Lake Michigan then.
Yeah. They drove across the water.
Yeah.
Like a lesbian. We can't have them know you're disgusting straight.
Okay, I want to challenge people. Next time that these characters say anything, close your eyes, chat, and see if you can figure out what they're saying.
Now, Jacob, you doing it too.
All right, fine.
I ball.
Before that point, I again will say I appreciate the mirror. That's one thing I guess I never thought of, like in terms of mirrors, like the background of them. Sometimes in these videos will look more like the mirror itself, but at least the characters like cropped into it.
It's time for spray paint round 2.
Haribo's so handsome. If only he wasn't fictional.
They said that Britney Spears was fictional in this universe in part 1. So does that imply that Harry Haribo is real in our world?
Yes.
Today we're having a family dinner.
Oh, okay, this is a flashback. Okay, so these are Stacy's parents, but
okay, yeah.
I guess Stacy's house always looked like an exploded nuclear wasteland. Apparently.
Maybe they were just poor.
Part 1,
looks like it's giving basement level poor. Like
I guess, yeah, like this could be like their basement jokes. Like the rest of their house looked perfectly fine.
And they can't see that you're disgusting straighty. So put this on so you can look like a lesbian. But I'm not lesbian. I don't like girls. I'm straight. I like guys.
Stop being delusional and just put on the damn lesbian clothes.
How, my dude?
Yeah. See, the other thing that like even in like the conversion scene from the what was it, like that, like the gay room or something from part 2. The thing that they messed up on is that is that like they've equated sexuality or gender identity, so that sometimes you realize like, okay, well, someone actually, it's the same way as like Travis in this series. He keeps getting called straight, but he's allowed to stay in the all gay school because he's trans. But then in the gay orphanage, they don't ever account for the idea that can happen in the first place. So, like say like any of the characters who went to the gay room, if they had actually stuck to their guns and said, okay, this girl is pretty, this guy is random, but then turns out they were trans, then that would have counted for them. But that doesn't work in this case. And the same thing is the issue here, where the parents decide to randomly give her lesbian clothes, even though she could be trans,
Or just make
or
her
Demi or bi,
bi,
like, you know.
then just date the man. Like,
well, they did actually disguise her as bi in part 1. But then actually one of the characters, I forget his name, it's one of the survivors, unfortunately. Yeah, he actually said, okay, so you're bi. What's your preference, guys or girls? And of course, they replied, guys. And then you just went like, oh my god, you're straight. You're straight the killer. Get out of here, straighty. You know that. So even that doesn't work.
Stacey, we're so
the community.
proud of you for coming out as lesbian.
Huh, taking after me, I see.
Yes, we're also so proud of Stacy, our lovely daughter.
But
What
what
happened to her hair?
wasn't Stacy arrow
Like the shape of it, not, you know.
A's for last year's family dinner?
I mean, you can, in fact, you can think you're Arrow Ace and then realize that you're a lesbian later down the line. That's a possibility.
Before I put you in an elderly care center! I'm actually not.
In fact, actually, I used to know someone from university who actually at one point transitioned from female to male and then from male to non-binary. So sometimes you don't get it right the first time round. it happens.
Hungry, so I'm gonna go out for a walk.
Rip Bozo.
That's literally what happened to you. What, you thought you were Aries, but it turns out you're a lesbian. Okay, noted.
Good to know. Writing that one down.
Why can't they just
The Bond iceberg increases.
Into the notes.
Anyway.
Going straight into the notes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
accept me for who I am? Look at me. I will never pass.
Okay. So I've talked to, you know what? Already better than the last musical number. I'll say that much.
This is
More
a
pleasant
perfect
on the
day.
ears.
Oh, wait, I just realized something. This video is going to qualify for the Jacobs in 2026 for Best Musical. Unless we find more musicals to vote it out. Okay.
All right, Jacob, it is now your job to find more musicals. You excited?
Mm-hmm. Been Arrow Ace for me. I meant to say for years, but okay.
Holy based, Bond. Nah, holy based.
Mm-hmm. Veto.
Nah, trust. This definitely will not win.
Everyone start scavenging for more Gacha musicals.
Everyone in the audience, it is your job. Go find more Gacha musicals, so Jacob doesn't have to rewatch this masterpiece. I don't know why he wouldn't want to rewatch this masterpiece, but you know.
Or perfect
I just rewatched both other parts, so.
daughter.
Yeah, you did that to yourself,
Can
buddy.
it be? I'm not meant to play this part.
It's very hard to tell, but the music, aside from being distorted, might also be out of sync with the vocals.
I think it is, yeah. Like, at least this one's more pleasant on the actual ears, but, like, they got this so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad the battalions aren't here yet. I'm so glad the outfits and battalions aren't here.
Yeah.
Truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart.
Just break your family.
This might also just be, instead of like being able to sing, it might just be an entirely different instrumental. I don't
I
know.
think
Who
it
is that girl I see staring
No, it is.
straight?
I do.
This
Okay.
isn't the right. There's no way this is the right instrumental.
Okay, so on one hand, I can see what you're trying to do here, like, you know, stare into a body of water. Could you have chosen a more fitting body of water, perhaps?
Yes, your pond is giving ocean, darling. Your pond is very ocean.
The pond is also trans. It identifies as ocean now.
Back at me. Why is my reflection someone else?
Also, incidentally, this is the second time in a row, I think, I have heard this song reviewing a Gacha musical.
What is the pond reflecting right now?
Yeah, I don't know. See, actually, in Alpha Witch Academy, I have a scene of a character looking into a lake at her reflection, and what I did for that was
Is your lake also trans?
no, it's transparent.
Yes.
No. So what I did was I took like the image of the character, copied it over, flipped it, put it under the lake, cropped it out, faded the opacity down so it looked like a reflection, but it was perfectly synced with how it was before. And then when I wanted to get closer of the reflection, I just tilted the camera, zoomed in on the lake, and that's where and then I had the characters put those there. Makes sense.
You heard it here. You heard it here, folks. Jacob does not respect trans pawns.
Hey, look, I acknowledge trans pawns. That's exactly
You
what
acknowledge
happened.
them, but you don't let them be trans pawns, bro. And now we're sitting.
Yeah, I guess the musical numbers, people teleport. It happens.
Cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my
Oh, I thought she got sprayed, but because that happened in the previous part. But no, she splashed her face. Okay, fine.
reflection show who I am?
Yes, the trans pond.
All right. I don't remember like when the key change happens in the original reflection, actually, but this feels more on key now than it did before.
Inside.
Thank you, trans pond. You're giving so much, trans pond.
When will my
that's
reflection show?
Oh, actually, okay, that's kind of a clever idea to have the higher key be sung by the child character, and then over here. Oh, I get it.
Who I am inside. Need to stop this gay versus straight war and bring equality between us. But how? I could really use some answers right now.
We heard singing here, so we're gonna help you out. Is that torch in the shape of a question mark, and that's why it was shining on the poster? Also, this is a different wall. This wall is way too clean to be this basement.
No. It's completely normal wall. It's completely normal. Remember, it's snow, so it's just a giant wall of snow.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we are not in nuclear wasteland. We are in Snowden.
The poster fell from the sky, of course.
Yes, sky poster.
Yeah. Stream quote dogs. I found this beauty. Maybe communism might spread before autism does. I have no recollection of when I said that and what context.
Yes, please.
Fight.
What?
Just fight.
If I want to stop this war, I need to stop the source. Even though Michelle said not to go near her, there's no other choice. And there's a lot of people at this base. If we work together, we might have a shot.
Just get another nuke!
Okay, this is the thing that happens with a lot of Gacha voice actors, where there's lots of where there's a very long paragraph, they tend to rush it out like this, and they take a breath in the middle of the speeches like that, and they try to rush it so that they don't have states for too long, and they don't do one take, so it ends up sounding like this. Not the best.
You must remember, they have nukes. You do not have nukes.
Maybe they used their one nuke at the beginning and thought they were done with the whole thing.
Well, if they have access to one nuke, they have access to more nukes.
Listen to me. I'm straight.
You must always think logically.
And I can't wear that. I wouldn't be my true self. Whatever. It's worth.
Ah, yes. In war, remember to be true to yourself when sporting enemy colors.
Thank you, Sun Tzu, for this quote. Thank you, Sun Tzu. Let me look up Sun Tzu disguise quote. I need to remember the exact quote. Here it is. All warfare is based on deception. Conceal your dispositions and your condition will remain secret, which leads to victory. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. Yeah.
Unless you are gay and or straight, in which case stick to that, whichever one you are. There's a footnote. In
making tactical disposition, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Don't be your true self in war. Nobody's gonna listen to you if you're your true self in war. Nobody.
Yep.
Unless you have some magical hypnosis powers. You must remember, thank you, Sun Tzu. All warfare is based on deception.
And of course, we can't forget Sun Tzu's best quote of all time. Whatever you do, don't reveal all your tactics in a YouTube video, you fool, you moron.
Yes, yes.
Okay, listen up, guys. We need to stop.
Ow, is that Straighty Stacy?
Yeah, it's nice
Told you.
Hold on, I had to pause it because it was out of sync for me.
seeing you too, Charlie. Wait, wasn't there 4 of you guys?
See, I told you guys. I thought something was missing.
Oh, right, Travis. Quick, let's get.
Where'd he come from?
See, I'm wondering. They're just they were just waiting outside, you know, for their grand entrance. I guess.
we have found the mysterious flashback without transition. Just no transition flashback. It's just.
I don't think this is a flashback. I think this might be just like the reunion of the characters, or maybe it is. I'm not even sure.
Yeah. Well, they're not in the snow area, so like.
Oh yeah, potentially.
And find a safe
I mean, you're right about everything so far on this video, so I'll trust you for right now.
place.
Huh. Giving
Oh wow. Okay,
flashback, yeah.
That is quite the way to kill off one of the surviving characters from episode 1. You know, again, we might be getting Alien 3 today.
Wait, is one of us missing?
No, I don't think so.
I forget. Ah!
And of course, Gale is still alive. Yeah, okay.
Why couldn't you kill Gale?
He survived twice. Straight Rick said that he was going to kill Gale before, but then remembered that Patrick owed him V-Bucks and decided to go after him instead. That is why this character is still alive.
All for the V-Bucks, baby. Remember the quotes by Sun Tzu. All war is fueled by V-Bucks. Remember, all war is fueled by V-Bucks. Sun Tzu, Art of War, Chapter 5.
He who hath the most V-Bucks has the ultimate bargaining chip.
Here it is. I know I have it. Here it is. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Chapter 5. Where's chapter?
I am very unsurprised that you own that.
Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Chapter 5, Energy, quote number 9. Oh, wait, no, that's the one about... No, oh, actually, perfect. Quote number 8. Oh, wait, that's just the one about colors.
Well, it applies in this war, I guess, because everyone has colors.
Yeah, there are no more than 5 primary colors. Blue, yellow, red, white, and black. Yet in combination, they produce more hues than can ever be seen. Nah, I like the V-Bucks quote better.
Yeah. The V-Bucks quote is more relevant, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever let the Straighty in here?
Also, I don't know. With that quote making it into the book, I just imagine that Sun Tzu's biographer just went around stalking him for a year, copying down everything he said.
No,
It was them.
Look, guys, I'm not against you. I want to put an end to this war and bring equality between us, but I can't do it by myself. But if we work together...
Equality is V-Bucks. Again, Sun Tzu.
we might have a chance at victory. And as a bonus, I'm a straight ally.
Yeah.
How no one cares.
See, this is why you cannot be your true self in war. According to The Way of the Samurai by Inazo Nitobe. Where is it?
Ah, yes. No, I think I remember this quote. If you show your true colors after concealing them, no one will care.
Yes! There it is. I love having China. This is why I'm here to insult war aesthetic. Cause I love me a good Chinese war strategy book or just Asian war strategy books. I got Book of Five Rings too, but we're gonna hold on to this one for a good bit. This one's gonna come up a few more times today.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
No one cares whether you either are us or against us. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
So straight.
Seriously? Wait, guys, she's
I think Bond got taken over by Stacy's parents.
Yeah.
actually making a great point. If we all work together to stop this war, we don't have to stay hidden and can live our normal lives again. Yeah.
Okay, but also, I guess like everyone was working together except for Stacy, so is she making herself the one bargaining chip or something? I
See
don't
how
know.
smart I am? It means you won't die, you self-centered.
By the way, the other person with the eye patch still has there's the bleeding face there. You probably want to clean that up before you patch it.
Oh!
Great, but before we do
anything, let's all learn teleportation.
Let's hit the training montage,
we need to train.
guys.
After 1 week of training.
That one I saw. Oh, they're all still standing there. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess recreating that shot would have been a little bit too much.
Alright, let's go to the waging war chapter.
Okay, guys, remember, don't attack unless I say so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we think so.
I don't remember that
How
one in
are
the
you-
book.
Yeah. Also, hold on a second. So from a cinematic perspective, what the straits were all facing to the left from the right. So that would imply that if you look, the gays would have to run from the left to the right to get there. But instead, they ran from the right to the left. So where are they going exactly? Is my question.
That's a good
Doing?
point.
I didn't tell you to attack.
Can I go home now?
How the can I go home?
Oh my god.
Well, again, I guess we are being alien 3'd.
Yep.
Well, I'm dead.
Do not lay a hand on.
I mean, unless it's going to be all being a dream or something. I really hope it doesn't.
My daughter. Yeah.
Daughter?
Wait, Michelle's lesbian?
Michelle is old enough to be Stacy's mother.
That's like the least
She's got it
shocking
going
part of
on.
all this. And relax, we weren't gonna do it.
Also, yeah, you're right. It is Jeff. I guess he has prevailed.
My name
Although
is
I
Jeff.
guess this is set, I think, before Bunny Waddy Tales, so I guess this is part of Jeff's origin, I suppose.
Anything to your, daughter?
We're back.
Oh, you're not? Well, in that case, Stacy could use a second parent, Jess.
I'm sorry, what exactly is happening right now?
You straighty!
You're being adopted. I was the leader of the orphanage, but apparently I don't like that.
You straighties ruined my orphanage!
Wow, guys, you could cut the tension here with a knife.
And that was his last pun. You know, he was consistent until the end. And apparently also had a hot voice according to one commenter.
Sorry, that was just a really bad joke.
Look, Miss O'Mara,
I mean, Jeff has literally killed for less, so, yeah.
sorry about your orphanage and all, but I'm kind of busy trying to stop this war and making us straight and gays equal.
Oh, well, I didn't realize. Okay, I will let you go then. Wait, what am I doing? No, of course I will not. Prepare to die.
Did you die?
He died doing what he loved. Yeah, he died like Fred Weasley. Almost exactly like Fred Weasley. Minus the method, I suppose.
Say what I think you did!
What did I?
Also, yeah, this is literally Jeff the Killer. So as Bond said, is literally Jeff the Killer. He is a canonical character in the Alpha Sisters universe, and a main character in Bunny Wunny Tales, which was made before this but takes place after.
I say?
The time of questions! It has returned!
Huh?
The time of questions and also answers. Okay, what do you want to know? She sits down and just, has a normal conversation.
The Frigna game stuff! The Frigna game stuff! The Frigna game stuff! The Frigna game stuff!
Is this
I don't know what that's a reference to. I'm not going to even bother trying to figure
meant
out.
to be happening?
Based on my future memory, yeah, it is.
The
My future memory.
Frigna game stuff! The Frigna game stuff!
Also, that's not even just the chanting. That's just the word. That's the same word repeated. That like the same clip looped over and over again. You couldn't have had the person chant for that long.
to be continued?
Don't be fooled by that. There's more in this video. Actually, you know what? I'll give a little bit of an anecdote since we're here. I mentioned this before, but we had the Simpsons movie on I almost said D&D on DVD. Jeez. D&D campaign settings, Springfield. No. So they had it on DVD. and I was watching it with my brother, and it got to halfway through the movie, where there's without giving too many spoilers, there's like a moment of like huge despair that Homer goes through completely on his own. It says then to be continued, and at that point, my brother just like paused it and then turned off the TV, thinking the movie was over, and then it took me like a day later. It's like, hold on, that didn't feel complete at all. There's not anything else. Like we didn't we didn't use like Google that much at the time. We had computers, but not really. I think I have one. But yeah, I mostly used it just for the sake of playing Ben 10 Game Creator from a random website. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I forgot now. Oh yeah. So for a day, we were fooled by the to be continued in the Simpsons DVD. Importantly, in the DVD, even though it says to be continued, that goes immediately afterwards, and then it carries on. That was the joke. In this case, you can see the runtime of the video. So unless someone watches this on full screen and lets it not play, or like lets it or doesn't check right as the video is ending, then yeah, they might be fooled by it, but otherwise no one's gonna think this is the end.
Before the credits, I just wanted to say something real quick. I'm saying it here because if I put it in a pinned comment, most people won't see it.
You become Mickey Mouse?
Please don't force or beg me to release part 4 immediately. During part 3, I got a lot of comments on completely unrelated posts saying things like, go make part 3 right now, or...
Yep, see, I told you this happens with every time a series gets popular on Alpha Sisters, this keeps happening to them.
Do part 3, and honestly...
Yeah, stop this, people.
That was super demotivating. That's actually a big part of why part 3 took so long. It's really hard to stay motivated when you're being pressured like that.
I will say the other 2 videos that were just, Jessie using her regular voice and talking about this were far more convincing than, haha, please don't harass me, I'm Mickey Mouse. Like, I don't know if it quite works the same way.
I want to remind you guys that straight in an all-gay school isn't the only thing I make. At the time of making this video, I'm working on 11 different projects for the channel, and I have even...
Okay, that's probably a little bit too much.
That's way too much.
Mentally speaking, yeah. And that's coming from me.
More planned for the future. So I'm juggling a lot, and sometimes things take time. If you like straight in an all-gay school and can't wait for part 4, I recommend checking out the Lore Accurate playlist. It has all our series and movies in the correct lore order, and everything connects to the overall channel story. They're also like a joke, just like how stray in an all-gay school is a joke.
Again, remember, it's all jokes, people, except this part is 100% serious. I don't know why you think this is not a serious thing. I sound very serious right now, don't I, haha?
Yes, so serious, so
Keep you
serious.
busy while I work on the next part. It does mean a lot that you enjoy the mini-movies, and I'm really grateful for all the support. More content is coming soon.
Did Jessie just cut herself off?
How?
Yeah.
Low credit.
Yeah. I think I did it again.
It's like some really long credits, guys.
Yeah.
We're more than just friends.
Alright, let's go back.
Oh,
Alright,
baby.
it's credits time.
You know what? I want to see if this gets recognized, but there's like an I get DMCA'd for this. I want to check to see if it's detected or not.
It might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean
I know, this-
I'm
I've been commenting before about this,
serious. Just to lose all my sense.
See, this is where we should have had the Mickey Mouse voice doing this, not doing the serious announcement. The one part that's not supposed to be a joke.
Me. Oh baby, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh baby, oops.
And we're sure the rest of this video isn't just credits, because this is really slow scrolling credits.
Oh no, it is absolutely just credits for the rest of it.
It's all credits. It is the rest of this video is all credits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for credits.
Yeah, I think I did actually in one video in the past slow the credits down just so I could like complete the song.
You think I'm in love.
But yeah, this is a very typical thing the artists do, where they'll do a cover of a song, but usually they do a cover that's doesn't sound vocally doesn't sound this good. I think they did like one as Jeff the Killer, where for Animals by Maroon 5. And it was just sounded like this the whole time. Just
What
like
the
animals, like animals. Yeah, that was the whole thing. So they will do the full song.
From above, I'm not that innocent.
I'm not that innocent either. I went to prison once, actually. Twice. Look on my animations. And my comics.
You see my problem is
Jacob, you should sing the rest of the song right now as Mickey Mouse. Right now.
I don't know the lyrics.
Look it up.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Hold on a second. I'll have to
Now I'm also looking up the lyrics.
Yeah.
Just so I can give you the pinpoint where we're at.
I can probably, yeah. Once I get into it. Okay.
All right, everybody. I've saved us from this singing to give us even better singing. Everybody, be ready to clip this.
Right. Hold on. I need to. Where are we?
I'm dreaming away.
Hold on.
Wishing that heroes they truly exist. I cry watching the days. Can't you see I'm a fool? So many ways. Just to lose all my senses. That's just so typically me, baby. Oh, oops. What the lip? Oh my god, why did it turn off? Okay.
Maybe you didn't.
Oh, come on!
Oh, come on!
I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops. You think I'm in love. Cause from above, I'm not down innocent. Yeah.
Next part is yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know this part. Fine.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh, we're going low?
Okay, just no singing this part.
Holy transition.
Like, I'm gonna go.
Okay, there's no singing here. Aw, you shouldn't have.
all in one take. Yeah.
Did it again to your heart.
I feel like we skipped a part. No, there's,
Yeah,
there's
no,
actually a
that's
part
not
we skipped. From the
That
Google
part's
lyrics.
words.
Think that I'm sent from above. I can't do it at my throat. I'm not that innocent. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops. You think I'm in love. Got sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Sing with me.
I'm trying! I'm really trying here!
I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops. You think I'm in love. Got sent from above. I'm not that innocent.
Thank you, Mickey Mouse!
Why, thank you. Never asked me
Can we get a round of applause for Mickey Mouse?
Oh, that's right. The lore detail here, the Morse code.
What the? What the?
You can't see, it doesn't have to end like this.
Let's
If I
see, how
win, I
fast
can
can I
finally
translate
give the
Morse
straight
code,
gays the
guys?
same rights as you gays and live in a...
Okay, this is interesting. So we have a straight ally, but wearing a different color that's not gray. Okay.
Equality.
Equality? Stewart, wake up. I don't want us to be equals. I like personality just the way it is.
Fight!
Okay, for Gacha Life, not bad fight choreography.
Oh my god, look, a rainbow!
A rainbow? Where?
Shouldn't this have been
Yeah,
the
no, I'm too
reverse?
lazy to
That
do
the
Morse
gay
code
person would have been
translation
attracted
right
by the
now.
rainbow? That would have made more
I
sense.
love rainbows.
Oh, oops, there wasn't one. Sorry.
Patsy Rabbit, you are...
Yeah, I was also, incidentally, this Morse code I think is also in the description of the video, because if it's not, then I pity the poor soul that has to copy that without access to copy-paste.
Yeah.
That's not an invitation, Vin. Just if it's in the description, do it. But otherwise...
I'm going to the description, and if it's not in there, guess what I'm about to do?
Oh no.
Of the LGBTQ plus game, and as the winner, you get to choose the fate of this crazy.
See, at least Alex Hirsch was graceful enough to only have a couple of sentences in code.
What do you decide?
Their fate to stay exactly as they are.
Hey,
not
guess
equal,
what?
Not
What?
I don't see it in the description.
Alpha Sisters! What are we supposed? Are we supposed to painstakingly put something into a translator just to figure this out, or learn Morse code?
Don't do this, man! No! Okay, here we go, guys.
At least with Kesseru, we're not supposed to learn the made-up language that they have. It's just a flavor for the world. This is supposed to be giving, you know, like some key information or something for the lore purposes. For those who are, you know, more into this, and you're making them work this hard for it.
even
Yep.
close.
Ow!
Okay, all right, there we go.
Alrighty,
I'll leave
guys. Here we go.
Okay, while Vin copies that through, I will give my final thoughts on the video.
So, final thoughts, everyone.
No, okay.
Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. I don't want to do this.
I said it wasn't an invitation. You seemed like you were going to. You don't have to. Oh, great. Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah, don't have to do it out loud because I'll do the I'll do my final thoughts. So yeah, as far as this one goes, yeah, I do think probably this one is the weakest out of the three. The least traumatizing and the least blatantly offensive, but the weakest on a story level and on a character level, because everyone getting shot or exploding is a funny gag, and you know Aphmau's done this herself in in her gacha videos. But usually either that's emphasized or like they recover, or it's at the very end, or you know there's a running idea or a sense of escalation behind it, rather than just a case of okay, everyone gets shot in this, or everyone that you've grown to care about is you know.
Why is it so hard to determine the spaces?
You're probably better off looking at the actual video rather than like the StreamYard version, but I don't know.
True, yeah. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, so the reason I compare this to Alien 3 so much is because of that. If people don't know what I mean by, say, like Alien 3, at the start of Alien 3, you see a bunch of the characters that have survived the last two Alien movies dead. They just died off screen. You know, very unsatisfying for a film series that up until that point was as much about survival and about those characters as it was about the horror aspect and the sci-fi. So it did not bode well with people for quite obvious reasons. So with that in mind,
keep the file.
You don't want to even with these videos. I mean, it depends, because like some people are very endeared to certain characters in here. I guess, like, you know, if Stefan ever, you know, died, then, you know, he would absolutely, there'd be, like, riots in the streets. Probably the same thing with Jeff. But, you know, like, people are going to, and have grown attached to these characters, especially if they're demanding part 3 to this extent. It's probably not just because of the humor and jokes. It's probably because of the series itself. Because I'll tell all the people who keep demanding the same basic series or the same one series from Alpha Sisters, to all those people, presuming for some reason you happen to be here right now, here's the thing. The humor, the nature of the Alpha Sisters' humor, translates to pretty much everything they do. Possibly with the exception of their miraculous parodies, because those are made in mean spirit and you know, detract and mock the source material at every conceivable point, in it sometimes warping it beyond recognition to make it, in their own words, even worse. So there it doesn't translate, but to most other series, I would say it does, from a cursory glance at all of them. So your favorite series probably has like the same nature of jokes plastered throughout the entire thing. It just won't have the same characters and such, which brings me back to my idea of, okay, well, if maybe say people really like that pun guy. Someone said his voice was hot in part 2. That's one of the actual top comments.
The first row is down.
Okay, great. That's one of the actual top comments. So, you know, him being cheap shot particularly is not gonna go down well. I mean, for shock value, I'd say you have it happen like, you know, once, maybe twice, but you know, again, when it comes to character deaths, you gotta I mean, I say this as somebody who has, as of right now, not killed off any of a gacha character in my own gacha series. I've written the death scenes of a couple of other ones in like Fallen Angels and such, but that's not the same. It's kind of the same, but you know, again, it's something that is even in Fallen Angels is earned, despite how massive the cast can be and how one of the only ways to get written out the show is to die in it. But but yeah. So there's definitely people going to be attached to them, you know, for whatever reason. I'm guessing that Gale is probably also some people's favorite just because of how random he is and how annoying. Like at some point, people are going to be like, okay, this is going to be, you know, this is obnoxious to others, therefore I'm going to find it amusing, which is honestly classic psychology. Yeah, I can, as much as I think, yeah, if all characters to stay alive, Gale survive the longest, but, you know, I guess right until the very end because, you know, everyone seemed to get shot at that point, running in the opposite direction, but still being sniped as a result. I don't know how that worked, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, I guess this not being set like a location that Stacy is trapped in also makes it a big deviation, but it also kind of like, you know, deprives Stacy of purpose. Because in this one, she was just kind of on the periphery walking around, and it seemed like she had to motivate herself to get involved in the war, and then made it seem like she single-handedly turned the tide for everyone. And that's not really and that's not really, you know, that's and that's not like that satisfying for your lead. As much as I said that, you know, Stacy was a really bad main character in part 2, where, you know, a lot of her worst traits ended up coming to the forefront. In this one, none of her traits really did. Except for, you know, the musical number and such, which, yes, I guess technically was one of the highlights of the video, despite the fact that the music did not do the vocals any favors. You know, I mean, this is, I guess it is, again, par for the course for them, because I know what their song competitions are like, and how much, you know, they compress like even their own stuff, even if you are allowed to sing copyrighted songs. So yeah, that's I can see why that wouldn't necessarily compute. But yeah, if they want like their musical sequences to stand out a lot more, then honestly go the more traditional route, or pick songs that are already copyright free that you can do covers of. You could probably do like Netflix, for an example. You could do like Netflix released instrumentals of their tracks, and their whole thing was to make copyright free songs. Originally starting with making 100, you know, over the course of 100 weeks, but then they continued. So that's one source, but obviously there are others, you know, just to name one. So that's probably what I would go with, I suppose. Because yeah, I mean, you know, I guess you sacrifice the recognizability of some of the songs, but Netflix has got quite a few famous songs in the realms of the gacha community. As far as like the gacha audience are concerned, you can take these songs, some of the songs will be recognizable because of how they've been used in other stuff, even if they weren't, you know, mega pop hits of whatever time they happen to come out. Speaking of coming out, I guess Vin is probably right in terms of how the straight ally thing was dealt with, and I guess that's why the rainbow was able to be put into this video. It does, and I guess the lack of straight allies before this point, I guess also meant, you know, that's why there were so many straight characters who were, you know, on the other side. It is, however, one thing that I'm wondering about is, because we've had to deal with like Straighty the Killer retaliating against the oppression by the gay characters, then you had the straight orphanage, where it was the reverse of that, but still very much the straights were the oppressed party. In this context, having the allyship come from the gays specifically I'm not sure if that was probably like the best intention there. Like at this point, they're on like equal footing in terms of like who has attacked and traumatized who and for what reasons. Actually, not really. No, they're not. Still very much the balance towards the straights being, far more tormented in this universe. So the idea of them being the ones to triumph against, instead of like one malicious killer, I don't think worked in this video's favor that much. And also, but on a technical level, at least the backgrounds, I'll say, being a wasteland, I can appreciate the war get-up was impractical for some characters, but okay for others. And the use of magic in this case, which I don't know why you would even need to do that if you can convince everyone. Or if there were more allies, maybe there were more allies, and that's why the straights have to be hypnotized. I don't know. Those things were slightly a bit more iffy, but hey, I guess overall this ended up being, I guess, a bit more of a lukewarm reception than, I guess, the visceral reactions and divisiveness that the series has been known for up until this point. Okay, I've stalled enough time.
My hands hurt. My hands hurt.
Is that the message? My hands hurt.
No, the message is the last ally lost the fight. His dream of equal drowned in night. Now Stacy rise, chosen and true. Will she finish what he couldn't do?
Okay. All right. I appreciate the poetry at the very end there.
Yeah.
At least
my hand hurts. I'm gonna just
do next time.
I am going to. I'm just gonna copy paste this and send this in DM so I can have access to my iPad.
I guess like the fact that Stacy, is probably gonna have her most significant role in like 3 parts next time is also indicative of how much they, of how demanded the series has been and how long and how much more it's dragged on for. This is the first time I think that an episode is concluded knowing that there's going to be like a part 4 or suggesting very heavily there was going to be. Part 1 did have like the ending of the orphanage. Maybe that was a plan from the beginning or could have been a throwaway line. But yeah, the sense of finality is gone in this one because it seems like they know people want more of this and they're going to give it to them. Like Legend of Korra, basically. They're Legend of Korra'd us.
Yeah. It was so hard to find what parts were actually spaces and what parts were still part of the consuming letter. They made that so hard to read. I even pulled the video up on my computer, cropped out the Morse code and zoomed in. It was still so hard to translate.
Yeah. For future reference, Alpha Sisters, this Morse code idea is going to alienate more people than it's going to entice them to take part in something like this.
I'm a puzzle solver. I naturally like doing things like this. Next time, please make your spaces more obvious, please. It was so hard to figure out what was a T and what was an X. Please. Pretty sure originally I spelled Stacy as S-K-C-Y instead of S-T-A-C-Y.
I mean, at least it was interpreted in the end.
Yep.
But yeah, so I guess there's the food for thought this time, and a all-round pleasant experience reviewing an Alpha Sisters video because none of them actually showed up. None of the fans, I mean, the Alpha Sisters themselves are mostly chill.
First Jacob stream with me in this year, yay!
That's true, yeah, and first one for quite some time in general, yeah.
Yeah, I've been very busy with occultist stuff.
Fair enough. See, this is why I've been like soft locked out of the writers' room. There's already so many people, My day will come, but today is not that day. All right, today's the day for gay, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Sorry, something had to happen real quick, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm about to do the outro anyway. Please if you like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And Scout done so already. And on that note, until next time, surprise attack!
I regret being here.